Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone is well. I am just getting myself set up here. I had intended to start at about 7 o'clock GMT, but we all know the phrases about best laid plans. So I very frantically set this up, so I'm just doing some tweaks at the moment. But today we are going to be drawing a really derpy little kitty cat, and I'm going to try and be really quick. Hello, is it McKay Ace? Hello McKay, lovely to see you. So I may not be chatting as directly as much this time, but anyway, we shall see. It's all a learning process, and it's all a bit of fun, isn't it? Like, what's the point if it's not fun? So I have done absolutely no prep for this outside of doing this little drawing. So fingers and toes crossed. It all works out. Right. I think I had initially set this up to be done in a way where I would be with the reference. Somehow overnight I have lost my tablet. I'm sure it's somewhere in my home. It is not with me. Oh, hello akin to TMH. Lovely to see you. And hello Starry Doodles. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I had to double check. If you ever see me stop, it's either because I am thinking and that takes up all of my brain power, or it's because I am leaning over my phone. I am not a fancy YouTuber who has fancy kit. I have my phone and a dream. And honestly, like, what more could you ask for? So I am hoping to make sure that this little silly cat looks as silly as possible. I just feel like that's the right move, you know. So now I am aware that a large portion of viewers are probably going to be American. And unfortunately, during weekdays, I don't think I'm going to be able to stream at a time that's good for you guys, because like in the evening, it's very late over here. I think it's like a 6-hour difference in time. I still have a job, so I need to get up bright and early for that. As much of a night owl as I am. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with drawing animals, I'm not gonna lie. I really genuinely struggle with drawing them. It is not something that I find. You are not meant to be pink. What are you doing? Da da da, hold music. Just give me a moment. I'm going to try and see what the problem is. There we go. Must have been from a previous thing. Right, I'll just keep that there, just in case. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I have a lot of shorts. I don't have as many long form videos because I'm never sure what to do or what to talk about. It feels like, I don't know, editing just takes so long, and by the time that I am ready to post it all and what have you, I actually want to then change everything. And I'm sure that's part of the process, but yeah, I realised that I could have worded everything differently, and I want to re-record all of it, and I just, bit of a nightmare. So yeah, I want to do more this year. That's something that I'm really interested in. But yeah, this is very much a trust the process kind of session, gang. I am not not very confident right now. And hello, very silly scribbles. Lovely to see you. I don't know why I put the light colour down first, because that's not actually the colour I think I want to put there. You know, let's just do some cute little toe beans whilst I'm here. Doop, 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 doop. Loop, doop, 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 doop. And that's all. You only get 5. So yeah, I hope everyone's having a lovely Monday so far. I think I have had a very frantic, not frantic, just busy. I am having a very, very busy January. I think I'm going to be having a very busy time in my day job between now and April. There's no rest for the wicked, you know, so I'm not going to receive an ounce of peace, but that's okay, you know. I like being busy. I'm an absolute nightmare when I'm not busy. I cannot stress that enough. I get up in everyone's business. I start making work for myself, you know. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Cats are not my, I was going to say favoured terrain. That's not the right term. That'd be awful. A whole field of cats to walk through. That's a nightmare. Be grabbing at your legs. Ugh, no thank you. I think I have gone too subtle with this scheme so far. My thought was, you know, like white underbelly and then like kind of ginger, or at least like orangey colouring outside of that. But I don't think that's going to work out for me. I'm just not confident with it right now. But that's okay. Confidence comes with time and practice. And as I do not frequently, I mean, I have been drawing a lot of cats recently. It has, yeah, been just, to me, it feels like an uphill battle, you know. I'm sure it probably doesn't look that way because it's just me putting pen to paper. But, yeah, it just is, I don't know. Animals are tricky because, as I said in my last live stream, fur is not skin. Who would have thought? I hope no one's shocked in the comments like, what? Fur isn't skin? And to you I say, that's very strange. But yeah, what colour is this? Pleasure Nut is trying to find the colour on the swatch. Any moment, she's gonna find it. I bet it's gonna be not where she's been looking. Any moment now. I can find, right, so for your information, I'm trying to find 703. And I can find 701, 702, and 704. But I cannot find 703. So any moment now, it will dawn upon me like a wonderful new day. There it is, right. Yeah, that's not the colour I'm after. All of that for now. So this is actually how I create without an external monologue. This is all kept inside. And I am externalizing it to try and be entertaining, which I hope it is. It's probably a very common reference of a cat being in a cardboard box, because it's very silly. And I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm all about silliness. You'll have to forgive me leaning over. But there we go. Right. So you'll probably have seen me, and if you weren't in my stream yesterday, you probably won't know this either. Or, well, you might have seen it, but I have not really commented about what these markers are because I don't particularly highly rate them. They're fine. They're good for silly little things. This particular sort of sketchbook is me trying to be a bit more free with my art. I'm trying to be just have a bit of fun with it and not get bogged down in trying to create something perfect. And these are relatively cheap. I saw someone say that they were a knockoff of Posca. I think maybe the packaging, like branding, might be, but they are not even in the same kind of vicinity as Posca. They're very different kinds of. So Posca has like I think it's called a bullet nib, whereas these are brush nibs. So I feel a lot more like I'm painting. I'm so glad that you like them, and I'm glad that you enjoy. I think so. It isn't to do with the reference. I think the reference that I saw had brown eyes, but I decided to go and look up a chart about the different not colouring types, the different sort of fur patterns and colours of cats, and this apparently was one of them, with blue eyes and then like a kind of gingery fur. But I don't know, I'm not sold on it. I feel like maybe there could be more. Hello, Jellybean Yummy, and also hello, what's it, Lane's Life, hello. I hope you are enjoying this so far. I know I am, but I am not the centre of the universe, as my mum frequently told me when I was a kid. I am not the thing that the world revolves around. Which is good, that's a lot of pressure. Could you imagine, like, having to make sure that you wake up every day for a period of time because the whole world revolves around you? Ugh. Too much pressure. Would not like that. This is getting very messy for one of these. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, I'm the centre of my universe. That's the point. But yeah, I wouldn't say I don't like these. I do like them. I just don't think they're great. And I don't want people to buy them expecting there to be like really good coverage, because it's not. There's a lot of layer building. I was going to say lair, and then my brain went to Dungeon Keeper. Like I'm going to be sat here building my little villain lair. But there's lots of different layers, like an onion. And that's just how I work. It's how I blend as well. I just layer up and I layer up and I layer up. And eventually it turns out okay, especially with acrylics. But I don't know, I want to find a better brand to recommend to people, because it's also like, I found it on Amazon, but I know that the set, like, it's almost like a drop shipping kind of thing, and I don't feel comfortable recommending something like that to people. Like, even though it's sort of relatively cheap, I just don't want people to take those risks when it doesn't actually like have its own website, from what I could see at the time. So, yeah. Oh, Goose is a cute name. And hello, Potato Face. And hello, everyone else. Sorry, if I don't see your comment, it is because I'm busy drawing. Who would have thought a live where someone is drawing and is not... Is it omnipresent? No. Omnificent? No. I can't remember the term. It's been too long since I was in RE. I can't see everything. I also have a tendency to over-focus on certain things. I don't know why I'm being so gentle about these toe beans. I can do them again. Blah, blah, blah. There we go. Lovely little mitt. There you go. Da, da, da. And what's quite nice is that this colour here is supposed to be a nice little brown, but it's actually coming out pink. I think that's because of all the orange around it. I just think that's really cool. I really like how colours work and interact with each other. Omnificent, omnipotent. I feel, yeah, I think it's omnificent is the all-seeing, which always used to worry me when I was little, because I was like, what, even when I'm on the toilet, that's gross. Why would he want to see me there? But yeah, fingers crossed this works out. If not, I'll have made a fool of myself in front of 17 people, which is okay. I frequently, maybe not as many as 17, tend to make a fool of myself instead in front of like 1. But yeah, I hope, I don't quite know what to talk about whilst I'm doing this. So any suggestions are always welcomed. I feel like the ear needs to be more pink. Okay. Maybe that brown is too red. Let's have a look. Ba, ba, ba. So I had intended for this particular drawing to take up the entire page, and it did not. Hello. Because I wanted to keep the tail in, but it's quite, I don't know, it feels quite tricky with, because cats are very, flowy is a bad word for it. They're kind of liquidy. They're very, squishable is not the right term. But yeah, there's a lot to them. They can get into really, really tiny holes. They can get into small spaces. And I've always found that kind of interesting because it's almost like they've got no bones. I think they just have very, like, not delicate, like fine, thin, very flexible. Yeah, they're like liquid. Starry doodles. What is my favourite thing to draw? People. I like people. I think people have beautiful, like, of all kinds. Just people are beautiful. And I love trying to... That looks very aggressive. I'm going to make that a bit bigger. That looks more aggressive. What is going on? Is that better? Let's see. Try the other eye. Any moment. Come on. Thank you. That just looks like a very unhappy cat. You know what? We'll go. We'll go for it. You're a grumpy little bum. Yeah. but yeah, no, I like humans. I think that there are so many different variations to our faces, and they are all beautiful. Whether it's sort of different noses, different jawlines, people with different weight on their faces, so like the fat around the face. All of it is beautiful to me. I've made this cat a bit strange. Do you know what's fun about this is that even when I make a mistake like this, I can go cover it up if I so wish. But yeah, people have such interesting features and like teeth and smile. Everyone has like a really interesting smile. I mean, I know most people are like, oh, well, not most people, but I know people who are like, oh, I don't like my smile. I don't think it's very pretty or photogenic. I think personally, I love everyone's smile. It's so unique to everyone. Like, I'm going to get really preachy, but your face is a history, you know, of generations of people coming together, and I just think that's incredible. You know, you've got features that like your grandmother or your great-grandfather had, and that's wonderful to me, whether it's dimples or freckles or like a hook nose or anything like that. It's really, really cool. I have big eyes, and then I also have poor vision on top of it, which makes my eyes even bigger because of my glasses. And I don't know, each time I look in the mirror, I can see elements of my parents, and I really like that. I think it's incredible, just how much features can translate. Anyway, I went a bit preachy with this. I am so sorry. Let me scroll back and see. If I could go anywhere at any time, where would you go? Where would I go? Let me see. Anywhere, anytime. Like, on Earth, because I wouldn't mind going and visiting the Shire. The Shire seems lovely. You know, before it all got burnt by Sauron, who's a sore loser. Gosh, there are so many places I'd love to go. Actually, I would love to be in Britain. Who would have thought? But like before it was, before people were about, because I've heard that Britain used to be a kind of temperate rainforest. And I'd love to see what the countryside and what the wildlife would have looked like. Almost what like predators and yeah, just what wildlife would be about before people came. I just think that would be really, really neat to see, because every so often when I'm like looking out at fields and stuff, I just can't help but wonder, like, was this all trees? You know, would there be badgers? Of course there'd be badgers. Like, of course there'd be badgers. Why? Oh my God. Oh dear. Definitely badgers. But yeah, I believe bears and wolves used to be about in Britain, and are no longer. I think they're reintroducing wolves. I can't remember, but I'd love just to see what it would be like, you know, like that. And what kind of trees, because we've had so many like non-native, like just to see what native species, what they were, because a lot of stuff that's synonymous with Britain is not actually sort of native. And I really want to see it. I think it'd be really cool. I'm just going to stop and read. So here is my lovely waving hand. Or actually, you could just look at the cat whilst I go back and check. Would I recommend these markers for beginners? Yes, but I wouldn't. Again, because of where I got them from, I just don't really want people to gamble like with that. I don't particularly trust Temu or anything. There's lots of resellers. I don't want you wasting your money or spending money or feeling cheated because it was sold somewhere else, not as expensive, you know. Scrolling back down, the audio is clipping. Oh, that's annoying. Oh well. Yes, I've heard about the bears too, and yeah, sorry. Right, caught up. Hello. I'm sure that part was thrilling to everyone. Something I will forever be passionate about is that, you know, I think it is valuable for you, like, when people ask how I developed my art style, I just drew a lot. I found artists that I liked and I would redraw their artworks to see how they did it. I believe that's called a transcription. I did it at college as directed by like tutors and stuff. By college I mean sixth form, which is between the ages of 16 and 18. Yeah, that cat looks so mad. Maybe if I add, maybe, you know what, stay mad. You'll be an angry kitty, that's fine. You're just a grumpy bum, stuck in a box. I lost my train of thought. Do I have a certain structure when I do it? So since using alcohol markers, I start with the lightest colour and go back. No. Wait, yes, wait. How do I do it? Yeah, so I think that's how I do it. Is that how I do it? I think that's how I do it. Oh gosh. Right, anytime my brain decides to kick in, this will be wonderful. Anytime at all, this kicks in. Anytime. What was I thinking about? Oh, process. Right, there we go. There's nothing up in my head, gang. There's just dead air up there. It's just a little like na na na, just silly little noises. No, if you ever have the time, look up The Big Nights on YouTube. It is an old British, I think English specifically, old English children's show, and it was about before Peppa Pig. So you'd say it's in the style of Peppa Pig, but actually Peppa Pig is in the style of The Big Nights. And that theme song is in my head more often than I care to admit. It's just so stupid and I love it so much, but no one knows it. Anyway, I was talking about the process. So I tried to do shadows first, but lightest ones, especially with alcohol markers. So with alcohol markers, you can't really go lighter. Like once you've put the colour down, that's it. So it can be better to put light colours down first and then go into the shadows. But it's, I'm describing this terribly. Pardon me. Generally speaking, I want to try and start with shadows because then it helps inform everything else. The cat is up in my brain just causing havoc. That's exactly what's happening. It's glaring at me very accusatory right now. Right, let's, I'm going to mute myself as I try and get this working one moment. That's better. Yeah, so like with alcohol markers, you can't lift the colour, but you can add like shadows. So you can make it darker, but you can't make it lighter. So that completely changes the process. So typically with, I'm going to move this because my hand is going to get absolutely covered in paint. Typically the way that I would do it is I would do the light colours last, because just the highlighting and stuff. But with alcohol markers, you have to think of where you're putting the light colours. It's like you can lift the colours a little bit, but genuinely not that much, and it tends to get really patchy, at least in my experience. It just, I don't know, I don't like it. So, yeah, then, why am I giving you a little, I'm getting you little white cheeks. That's what apparently I've decided to do. We'll go with it. Give you a little extra dot, try and make you a teeny bit cuter. Oh, that's, I like that. You're looking less angry at me. Thank you. I appreciate your, no, now you still look angry. I should have probably, like, maybe, no, you know what, stay mad, fine. Right, one moment, I'm just going back, seeing the chat. Don't know why YouTube recommended me another live stream. Kind of live streaming whilst he's driving. Oh no, do not like that. And hello everyone who's just joined. I hope you enjoy this. I actually haven't paying attention to paper. So someone has asked what kind of paper I would recommend. I don't really know. I genuinely haven't paid attention to paper for a while. I do for my alcohol markers, but not for acrylic markers. I tend to use, I think it's a mixed medium one. Kind of covers most of my bases with that. But yeah, whereas I feel like, yeah, I just don't really pay attention as much when it's, if you couldn't tell, when it's acrylic markers. It feels more like painting again. So I have noticed that I don't like how watercolour paper feels with it. But that is a sensory thing on my part. I don't particularly like textured paper. I don't like my supplies, tools. I don't like my tools catching on things. It just gives me the ick. And it's such a daft one that I don't really talk about it very much because it's just so weird. Like, oh yes, I don't actually like textured things because as soon as my pen catches on a surface, I'm like, no, thank you. But yeah, unicorn pop art, that's really strange. Like, I do not understand why people would be on their phone and drive. I'm glad that you like him being derpy. That's my favourite kind of thing. Yes, I completely agree. Watercolour. So if you are, not that I'm using them right now, but if you are using alcohol markers, do not use watercolour paint. Excuse me. Watercolour paint. Paper. Gang, it's the end of the day. My brain checked out hours ago. I don't think you guys are ever going to get a live stream where I am like actually all cylinders going, which is a real shame. One day I'll be with it. But yeah, I'm watercolor paper. We'll get there, I promise we'll get there. I will finish this sentence through hell or high water. No. Watercolor paper, just as someone put in the chat, it absorbs everything. So it ends up really draining your markers. Hence why it's for watercolors, because watercolors massively oversaturate the paper and causes it. I mean, right now it's bending a bit here, but if it was watercolor, it'd be proper wavy. Yep, that's exactly how people talk about it, is using the term proper wavy. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly check the chat. Talking paper, hot pressed. Ah, that makes sense. Same with gessoing paper. That makes a lot more sense to me. I am far too impulsive to make to prep for this kind of thing. The most amount of prep that I did was I tried to pick out as many of the colours ahead of time as possible, because I'm grown. I'm a big grown up who preps the second before I start streaming. I will say though that I do want to do this more. I am having quite a lot of fun with this, especially with this. I might do it for these acrylic drawings rather than for anything else, like the alcohol markers, just because I tend to pay a lot more attention. Like, alcohol markers are a lot less forgiving than acrylic markers. So I think sort of going forward, doing more of these, I'll try and do these all on the, well, not all, but a lot of them on the live stream, wherever possible. It may mean that my live streaming thing is a smidge chaotic, but I think until I get a hang of it, it's just going to have to be a bit of chaos. Try and figure out what kind of times you prefer, if people actually want to see this, because, you know, I haven't paid too much attention. I'm not gonna lie, I am not. I tend to avoid the communities. No. I don't tend to watch the kind of content that I make, and it's not because I don't like it, it's because jealousy is a horrible green monster that will overcome me, and I will begin to wonder what the point of creating anything is when other people can do it better. So my way of protecting my sanity is to not do that. Guys, should I add more colour? Should I add more patchiness like that all over, or do you think I'm fine? Might do some like white in the belly maybe. Give them a little rubbable belly. So I actually tend to draw animals in the, so I was talking about finding your own art style earlier and then completely derailed myself. So my natural drawing style for like, so I've got a variety of them, but for this is more my comic style. Like this, if I were to draw like a comic book scene, this is the style that I naturally have. It's a smidge more stylized, and I tend to have quite sketchy, I think, rough outlines. And a large part of that is because I am dyspraxic. I've spoken about it before. Hello! Spoken about it before a couple of times, I think, on my channel, but I have dyspraxia, which is it's also known as DCD, which is developmental coordination disorder. And basically, you can really just boil it down to being very clumsy and having poor hand-eye coordination and poor fine motor skills. So gross motor skills are like running and moving your whole body. Fine motor skills is anything to do with your hands. So like drawing, most arts and crafts, to be honest, are fine motor functions. Writing, I think catching a ball is a fine motor function actually, but anything that involves like basically just your hands, fine motor function. And I can struggle with it. When I get into details, I don't know if you can see this, but come on. Nope, apparently I've stopped shaking. When I go into details, I start shaking. So if you see here, that line there is not very straight. And I try and cover it up. But it's something I've always had. It's a genetic thing, so my family have it. It's kind of no biggie, really. The way that it affects my life is that obviously it affects my art style and how I draw. But it also means that when I learn something new at the gym, so like I like weightlifting, I have to learn how to fail a lift before I will do it, because I will fail it. Like I have dropped I have dropped my mobile phone on my face in bed when I've been watching things for no reason. It's just my body sometimes goes, and we're done. And my poor husband has seen it happen numerous times. I've countless times dropped my phone on my face, and it's ridiculous. Well, I wear glasses, so it usually bounces off the glasses, but it makes me jump. So yeah, it's always a fun time with me and my coordination. But yeah, so this is more like how I would draw a comic. I've been meaning to try and involve a bit more of my like comic style. Like, so for example, this is a sketch, it's not quite my comic style, but that is something that I did a couple of days ago, just a quick exercise to see how it was going. And just sort of finessing that a bit more. I don't think I've got anything that actually where I've drawn using my comic style. But yeah, I tend to try and draw a bit more realistically. If you've seen the illustration, which I think I've called something like, it's my party, I can cry if I want to. That is my illustration style, like my comic style. I'm just going to go back and read some of your comments. So, one moment. Oh, thank you guys for saying that it's all cute. Cat of butter, I agree. Oh gosh, I've been talking so much, I've missed loads. But I hope you're enjoying it so far. I know this part is currently very boring because I am trying to read very quickly. Loving imperfections and shaking. Yeah, so I think for me, the imperfections make everything unique. Like if it was perfect, it'd be boring, you know? And I feel that way about people. Like everyone's flaws are what makes them interesting. I mean, obviously what they're good at, etc. But when people say that they don't feel like, you know, their art is going to do much or it doesn't really say much or whatever, I just genuinely feel like everyone has an innate style. Like I have a friend who I grew up with, and we both were big into art and manga and anime, and our art styles were wildly different, and I really envied her. I thought her art style was beautiful. It was very how do I put it? It was very like neat, I think is the best way to put it, and obviously mine is a lot less neat. And I've always envied people who have like these beautiful, polished art styles and like ways of working. But that's just not who I am. You know, I'm a messy person. My avatar is a goblin for a reason. I'm trying to embrace the messiness of who I am and be a lot more at home with that. I feel like I might be coming to the end. What do you guys think? Or should I add... Oh, I could do something sneaky. So I'm just going to show you. So this is the one that I did yesterday on the live stream. But what I want to show you is there's like, I'll bring it up close. There's these like little pink flecks that aren't really from anything, but I put them in anyway because I thought it would be fun. Should I do something similar for this little guy? I'm trying to think, like maybe blue, maybe green because the background's green. No, because that wouldn't work. Or yellow, like a really vibrant yellow. I could do, yeah, maybe like, because I've got a yellow that I've pre-prepared before. I don't know if anyone has had Blue Peter. Every time I think of doing this, because I've sketched a few things out in advance because it's just easier. I always think of, whenever I do this, I think of how Blue Peter was like, and here's something I made earlier. Oh, more of a buttery. I think the butter yellow might, you know, like disappear. Right, let's get that swatchy thing out. Let's see how this dries down. And whilst it's doing that, I'm going to pull out another yellow. Another one. Is it DJ Khaled? I can't remember. I'm not very good with pop culture. So, actually, I've said this. I quite like that second one. Let's try that. See how it works. We'll go over the yellow we did before. Oh no, that links. That doesn't really pop, does it? No, that doesn't pop at all. It is not like a Pringle. Once you pop, you can stop. Oh, wait. Oh, idea, gang. Idea. What about a coral? Like a coral colour. That could work. Something like that to really bring it out. We'll see how it goes. I like playing around with just sort of, just little kind of flecks, you know? Kind of gives it a fun little time. Oh, I like this a lot. Oh, gang. Oh, this is good. I'm not gonna lie, I do feel a little bit like a mad scientist right now. Feel like right on the edge of something, you know. It's gonna be a big breakthrough. And by breakthrough, I mean I just draw. I'm not really bringing anything to the world other than my lovely art, so. And that's all I need to do, you know. I just need it to be. I'm sorry. I just. Okay. You know when you start laughing, you don't know why you started laughing. I'm at that point now. I am. Maybe it's too early in the week to be this way. Who knows? Or maybe we're starting the week off perfectly. This is how it should be. Start each week with a manic giggle. Why do I want it to be pink now, though? Oh, I am a menace to myself. Right. No, right. Ignore me. We are not being menaces. I'm trying to think of what the opposite of a menace is. It does kind of look like the cat got into the paint. Maybe that's why they're there. A little bit of lore on this. A little moggy. Got into the yellow paint. And it's just being a silly little bean. One day, I mean, let's be honest, I'm not a cool person, but I am ever so slightly, I don't want to say unhinged, I'm very much hinged. There's definitely some hinge, like a door. Just a bit off kilter, you know. The whole going along to your own drum. Now I want to just play around. Maybe do some little shapes in the background because I enjoyed that last time. Oh, maybe I just draw the box. That's an idea. Let's just draw a box. Right. I'll probably need to use the green again at the bottom. We got the green and it's looking like a box. Yeah, I love all the emojis you guys are using. That's really cute. We'll just do some sort of accentuating lines for the background. I think it's something about the eyes and the nose and the face. There's something that wanna play around with a bit. I think it might be the nose actually, because I don't think that really looks like a cat's nose. Cat's noses have an odd little, you know, thing. Odd little thing. Yes, that's exactly, yes, that's how we describe noses. Odd little things. I've remembered what I've missed. Whiskers. Yep, you're right, Macy. Oh, sorry, McKay. Missed the whiskers, but I now also have to wait for it to dry. So, in the meantime, hello everyone. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. I do not have an affiliate link. These are available on like Temu and Amazon and discounty places. It's not something where I'm actively encouraging people to buy them. It's just, these are the ones I'm using to play around with. I would like to find some good quality ones. But yeah, at the moment, I think the only affiliate link that I have is, what's it called? Skillshare. I do not have any other affiliate links. Which is a shame, because I think I'd do quite well, you know? I think I'm showing off the capabilities of things. By the way, if you see me going off screen, it's because I'm trying to get this to be fluid. There we go. No, I did not like that one. That one was awful. Oh, these are bad. What happened to you? You were fine yesterday. Yes, they do. I didn't like how they felt. I still have them. There's not a wide selection. But yeah, easier said than done, getting affiliate links. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to... Sorry, I hope my tone didn't come across as mean. That wasn't intended. It's just, like, much easier to say, like, oh, yeah, no, like, I'll just get an affiliate link. Like, they need to actually give me them. Some of the places are just a bit precious, I think is the way I want to put it. Like, they want to give me free markers, not this company. I bought these all by myself, but when I have asked some companies for like an affiliate code or some kind of way of getting some kind of payment for my work, they have said no. So then I just didn't really move forward with them. Because I'm not going to name the company, but one of them demanded, what was it? It was like 3 different things. It was two short form videos and 2 posts, and having a link that wasn't an affiliate link in my bio. And that just felt a bit much. So what acrylic markers do I recommend? I don't have any that are like brush ones. I do really like Posca. Posca feel great. But I would also say that no marker, like no acrylic marker is colour safe. So it's all kind of for fun. You can't, like, by colour safe, I mean, like it's not archival quality. It won't last for years and years and years, which is great for like silly little doodles. Not great if you're doing like commissions or anything. Or you want to make something that, you know, like for a friend or a gift for a family member. I don't know why I stopped that sentence there, but I did. Right. What do we think, gang? Do we think we're nearly done? I think we're nearly done. Although I do feel like something's missing and I can't put my finger on it. But yes, so I'm hoping to set up a playlist of these because I am thoroughly enjoying it. So far, this is my second live stream. So thank you all. Thank you. It's been lovely having you here. I'm learning a lot. What I have also learned is that this recording is going to be really bad quality in regards to downloading it and trying to make shorts from it. So what I can't do is what I normally do, which is zoom in on whatever I'm doing. Oh, eyebrow whiskers. You are so right. Oh, I can't see your name because it's very small on my screen, but yes, you are so right. Eyebrow whiskers. Oh, that's what I'm missing. Those are very aggressive eyebrows. Come on. That's a very whiskery cat, isn't it? So my plan is eventually to try and live stream at least once a week, because I'm having quite a lot of fun. Now, normally a illustration like this would take me about 20 minutes, but because I'm talking and laughing way too much, it's taking me a lot longer, but I am also having quite a bit of fun. So, and seeing as I am not monetized, I don't really care about that. My main thing with this is to have fun and speak to you guys and hopefully just brighten your day a little bit, you know? Like that's my hope. Right, what do you think, gang? Do you think we're done? I'm going to see if I can put in a very quick poll. Just holding it up, this is thrilling. Excellent. There we go. Right. Popped a poll. Oh, yeah, no, I'm really sorry. So I only use my phone. I don't have a camera like a lot of live streamers do, and I'm also used to horizontal ones. This is something that YouTube, I think, are pushing a bit more, but I don't know. I think it's just, yeah. I've personally never encountered one either. I've seen it obviously on like TikTok and stuff, but you know, it is it's a new venture and I'm having a great time. I genuinely so yesterday I was terrified, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was so worried. Thought you'd all hate me in person because I laugh so much. And I just natter on, and I know that like I cut out my breathing a lot from the audio and people can get weird, but I did see that it was something that oh, I'll move that across. I did see that it's something that is possible to have it being both vertical and horizontal. I currently don't have access to that functionality, which is really annoying because I would like to do that. But yeah, I think we're done here. I'm pretty pleased with this. We'll make the box invisible. It's an implied box. But what I want to do, could you imagine if I had just like a really nasty tone of voice? So this is tomorrow, which looks feral. And then this is another one. So just giving you some like what's to come. And then this grumpy little bugger. So yeah, should be fun. I am really enjoying. So in fact, whilst I'm winding down, I'll show you what I've got so far. So, pardon me. We've got my lovely little representation of me And the reason, so fun fact, the reason she has a yellow jumper is because one of my favorite jumpers is yellow. I really, and like yellow is my favorite color. Oh, happy birthday. And then got the lovely little whippet, or greyhound whippet. There are sort of sketches underneath that I have not yet drawn, but it's such a little cute guy. And then we've got this shocked little fella. Hello. And then this hairless little guy with a cute little jumper. And then these are some drawings of hands that I will... I'm sorry, Sophia. Some point soon, there's going to be more. You won't miss out. But yeah, so there's hands that I'm planning to do at some point. But I will need to do these at a computer. So my desk, my setup is right next to my computer. I'm currently at my dining room table because I don't want to disturb my husband, to be completely honest. He has had a long day and I don't think that he should suffer. Like, because you'll hear every click, you'll hear him breathing. So I figured it's easier. This one, I think I'm going to rub this out. I don't know how I feel about her. So yeah, we'll see. And then Pidge. Just the cutest little guy. My favourite little Pidge. And this cute little chonk. Yeah, I'm clearly in a chunky mood at the moment. And then a cute little raven that I did yesterday. And our little kitty today. So I am very much looking forward to doing more of these with you. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging about. I will try and make sure that this live stream is available after. So if you want to hear the whole natterings of me, feel free. Oh, you know what? Lavender Misty, that is a great idea. The next one's going to be a chunky little hedgehog. I will put him with Grumpy Bum. We'll have a lovely hedgehog right there. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I really look forward to doing this again. I'm going to try and be a bit more, let you guys know in advance next time. But yeah, thank you so much. Oh, and for people who seem to think that I don't get dirty hands, I do. They get very dirty and my nails break all the time. So yeah, thank you. I will see you guys soon. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.